Message from God: as soon as you have redeemed your fears and get into your real being, you will reap joy, peace, and love forever. As soon as all deceptions fall away from you, you recognize your true nature and beauty. No deception, no matter how well staged, can bring you this fulfillment, which you are now present. The understanding of your life out of your being makes this awareness possible. That is why it is so important to start with the clearing work, to shine and recognize, in order to dissolve, to be clear and present, attentive and present, gentle and loving. Restrained abundance, ambition and greed are close relatives. Energetically they have an identical structure. Your energies are bound, jammed and blocked. What should be in the free flow is compacted and creates discomfort and compulsion. Ambition puts strong pressure and has a big impact on your mental health. Ambition is restrained fullness. You experience lack, and this feeling of ambition should help you out of this pattern. Ergeiz always reflects a strong lack of abundance. You are stingy with your free energy, you do not give, because everything is aimed at securing, reaching, and preserving this pattern. This feeling causes a numbness in your energy body. You can also see this physically. You look dogged and your facial features are cramped. The lightness and the feeling of well-being in you and with your life as it is have moved far away. Ambition has you under control. You are subject to this illusion of abundance, as the behavior oriented exclusively towards a goal suggests this to you. Determination, consistency, toughness, and constantly new challenges are essential characteristics in your society and enjoy a significant rank. However, it is precisely these qualities that prevent a being relaxed, a being in peace, an accepting of life as it is. Ambition constantly generates unrest and dissatisfaction. You always immerse yourself in new topics and miss life, the beauty of the moment, the dignity and grandeur of your being. Ambition pretends to satisfy your need for fullness. Your fears and the causes that are actually responsible for your lack of ability to be in abundance remain undetected and untouched, and the cramping feeling of ambition remains. You are consistent in all the things you do, you are hard on yourself and others, you set yourself a goal, and with all your might, are you working on achieving this as well? Your entire life situation is aligned accordingly and subjected to this dictation. You literally bite into it and strive for this fulfillment. Only one thing you missed: where is the joy? You only experience joy as an immediate expression when you have achieved a goal. It evaporates quickly, because after all, there is still so much that you absolutely want to experience and achieve, and for which you create another firm resolution. Again, you do not come to rest and the state of silence becomes foreign to you. It can even happen that you begin to perceive the silence as threatening. Your interpersonal contacts are usually superficial, because you have subordinated everything to a new goal. Every interpersonal communication needs your full attention and also your time to be experienced as an enrichment. In order to enter into a true, deep, and fulfilling exchange, your relaxation, your awareness and your love are required. Goals, however, this serenity of your heart is not your own when you are currently working on achieving a new goal. But you have to have goals, maybe you will object, because otherwise everything is the same for you. This question is born from your ego consciousness and serves not to look behind it, so as not to recognize what underlies this constant unrest and striving. You have a strong lack, a strong inferiority in you, and this creates these permanent expressions, your persistent restlessness and restlessness. Getting behind what it is that always lets you create new success patterns is essential and brings you back your actual fullness. Who tells you that you have to have goals? Who? Have you already observed and questioned this? Is it perhaps the forces that want to keep you in permanent employment and in permanent lack, energies that make you a prisoner, a slave? And why? Just so you don't come to rest. Because rest means thinking, observing, and communicating with your innermost feeling. From there you will get your answers about your being, your actual tasks and your comprehensive nature. Through this silence, you begin to see through, and the constant setting of new goals will seem useless, worthless, and completely alien to you. Setting goals for yourself means acting out of your intellect, out of your ego. No state of being sets goals. Since everything is as it is, and every moment is important and needs your undivided attention, objectives have no justification in this awareness. Listen to your heart, you will never hear a voice that says, you have to go until 1 January. Be enlightened, so make an effort. Everything that puts pressure on you is always born out of the ego. Everything that liberates you and produces lasting joy and peace is born from your heart. Yes, and it is absolutely necessary that everything seems equal to you, not no matter, but synonymous, equal, and indifferent. Your observation and your clear mind are challenged, the life and experience of the moment are decisive. Because the stand being oriented towards the goal allows all moments to be undone and unexperienced slide past you. A strong sense of inferiority determines your ambition, fears, and the lack of abundance arise. By starting to hide everything around you that is not service to your goal, this pattern is similar to greed. So what does it take to get out of this pattern? First of all, it needs a full of frustration. As soon as you have reached a goal, something like satisfaction and joy will arise for a short time. You are happy and cheerful all around. However, this feeling only lasts for a short time and you are already on the road again to new challenges. If this pattern repeats itself often enough, you begin to ask, why doesn't this satisfy me permanently, and where does this emptiness come from after the joy has gone? Where are you, lasting happiness, lasting joy, eternal love? Where? I climbed the highest mountain, dived into the deepest water, but you didn't stay. Like a lover who promises you everything after the first night, but seeks the distance, so also the feeling of satisfaction and joy, serenity and unity disappears. Constant frustration, the constant awakening with the realization that your beloved has left you without a trace, makes you ask the necessary questions. You begin to shift your gaze and attention inward. You search your inner world to look for the lasting, unobtrusive, and always present love. You're doing the only right thing. You are looking for the solution in you. Your pain has brought you to this level of recognition, and from now on you begin to question your emotional structures, your constraints, patterns, habits, and causes of your actions, and you learn to see through them. Your ambition will be unscathed. Raised from sham fulfillments, your deficiency, which has nourished this feeling, is recognized and brought into light, resolved and released from your energy body. Now your energies flow freely and harmoniously again. Through the power of your being, you experience yourself embedded in the all-encompassing fullness of fearful restraint, and cramping of your energies are no longer necessary. Since you no longer feel a deficiency, there is nothing you want to achieve. You enjoy being at every moment, you are in the trust of God, and you know that all potential for knowledge is brought to you. Your clear look and your undivided attention, your now acquired gift of distinction and your ability to recognize the right connections, show you stand out from the world of sham fulfillments. Your face regains its gentleness, and this change is also perceived by your fellow human beings. Every hardness has gone from you, and the fulfilling joy of your heart is reflected by your gentleness. You are in harmony with yourself, and your body also expresses this. Your movements become rounder, smoother, and more harmonious. The still widespread emotional pattern of ambition, goal, and success has gone away from you, and the constant joy and unrestricted fullness were given to you. You wake up, and for the first time your lover is lying next to you in all its beauty. It was not an empty promise that fullness will take seize soon as you live out of your being, and as soon as you have released obstructive thoughts, patterns, and blockages. Your love remains, and that is not an illusion. This is the only true and always valid reality. As soon as you have redeemed your fears and get into your real being, you will reap joy, peace, and love forever. As soon as all deceptions fall away from you, you recognize your true nature and beauty. No deception, no matter how well staged, can bring you this fulfillment, which you are now present. The understanding of your life out of your being makes this awareness possible. That is why it is so important to start with the clearing work, to shine and recognize, in order to dissolve, to be clear and present, attentive and present, gentle and loving. All deceptions and illusions must be taken from you so that you can manifest your essence in full force. Each new resolution brings you closer to your nature until you finally enter the perfect beauty of your being, the reality of your boundless fullness.